Super Bowl is almost here. It's the divisional round. Um, Only a couple more games left. You got Bengals, Titans, 49ers, Packers, Rams, Bucks, Bills, Chiefs. Last week was a good week. Pretty much everything that was supposed to happen last week did happen. I don't think the 49ers upsetting the Cowboys was an upset, even though they were underdogs. I just figured the Cowboys somehow, some way will blow it. And they did. Penalties left and right. Um, Quarterback sneak at the end of the game, but the Cowboys had plenty of time to win that game, but they just blew it. On paper, they're a good team, but they always, fall short. My Eagles, Tom Brady's not going to lose in the first round. It just doesn't happen. So a lot of things just went right, but a lot of blowouts too. Bills, I did not see them blowing out the Patriots. A lot of these games weren't close. The Rams won, but this week the matchups are a little bit closer. Bengals Titans, that's a pretty good matchup. 49ers Packers, Rams Bucks. Whoever wins that game is going to the Super Bowl, in my opinion. Bills Chiefs. Whoever wins that game is going to go to the Super Bowl. So this week, the matchups are they're definitely a little bit tougher. I don't think you're going to see a multiple blowouts this week. That being said, though, with these matchups being so close that it's tough to pick a side. But what I see is a lot of overs. In these matchups, we got what the best teams are literally left in the playoffs right now. I'm going with a lot of overs. The last couple of weeks, the overs that I've been putting in have been my best plays. The overs have been hitting, I mean, more than very well. I think I've hit on pretty much every single over that I put in the last couple of weeks. So I'm just going to ride the wave and do the same thing for this week. I have a couple plays with taking the spread, teasing them up, but I really like teasing the spreads in a lot of these overs. So let me just break down some of them for you. The last time and the 49ers and the Packers played, for instance, right now the spread moved. Packers are -6. But Packers are coming off a bye. 49ers coming off a good win off the Cowboys. It's a strong matchup. But the last time that they played, the total was 58 points. Right now they have it at 47.5 before you tease. The last time they played was 58 points, and the Packers won by 2. Okay? Next game, I'm just going to break down for you. Bills Chiefs, the over is 54.5. I actually remember that game. That was early in the season. The Chiefs, they were struggling. We took the Bills. Bills smacked the Chiefs. Of course, the Chiefs weren't the same team. They had defensive issues earlier in the season, but they kind of figured it out. But the Chiefs are definitely a beatable team this year, but still deadly. You still have Pat Mahomes. They're still at home. Bills coming off a great win, but, the Chiefs are still the Chiefs. But the last time they played, the Bills beat them down 38-20. Okay? 38-20. Over is at 54.5 right now. Titans Bengals, once again. Now, they didn't play each other since I think 2020. And the over was 51 with Bengals getting the win. I think they won by 10 points or something like that. But the last time all of these the Bengals, the Packers, the Chiefs, the over hit. And I even think the Rams Bucks. I don't have that in front of me, but even the Rams Bucks, the over had hit too. So, that's why I'm riding the overs for this week. So let me just show you this. So first, I like the 2-team teaser I did last week. That Bucks teaser with the over, I should have put more on it because that was just solid. You knew Brady was going to lose. Those overs are going to hit. But I'm just doing another 2-team teamer once again, just kind of playing it safe. I'm just going to tease down the 49ers-Packers game to over 40.5. Jimmy G, he is a little bit banged up, but he'll be fine. I'm comfortable with that 40.5 because I think Rodgers is going to probably put up 30 on these guys, at least, 28. Now, remember, in the last game in the Niners, Kittle, he was basically just a blocker. He didn't really even go off. So I think he's going to have a better game in this one, put up a little bit more yards, put up more points too. They basically just ran the ball with Debo Samuel, control the clock. But I think it's going to be a little bit different. Now, remember, the last time these guys played, they put up 58 points. I have an over of 40. So, I mean, I kind of like that margin right there. And Bills Chiefs, 47.5 on a tease. It's only a two-teamer, but once again, I'm playing it safe. These are the best team. Bills Chiefs right now, that's kind of a toss-up. It's tough to beat a team multiple times. The Chiefs might come back, figure it out. They figure out their defense, and they may beat the Bills by 3 points. I mean, the spread is what, 1.5, so it kind of dictates it's going to be a close game. So I'm just going to tease those guys up. And what, the last time they played, it was 58 points. I mean, I love that ticket right now. I really love that ticket, and I have one more. So once again, overs. I like that Bengals tie. I just need a lot of points this weekend. There were a lot of points last week, and I need a lot of points this weekend. Over 40. I know everyone's crazy, thinking I'm crazy betting against Brady, but here's the thing. Buccaneers are banged up. Brady does struggle when they can generate a pass rush in front of him without blitzing. I got Rams plus 10. Even if the Bucs win, it's a -3. I don't see them blowing with a banged up offensive line. No Godwin. Leonard Fournette. He's banged up as well. Gronk's a little bit older. There's so much Mike Evans can do, especially when you got Jalen Ramsey and those boys on defense. Rams plus 10 kind of looks good. Now, whoever wins that game, I think is going to the Super Bowl 100%. Rams and Bucs, I think, are the two best teams in the NFC. So I'm taking Rams plus 10 just because I don't see a blowout. I think the Rams have too much. They generate a pass rush. Bucs, Brady, he did struggle against the Rams. Rams did beat them last time. It is hard, once again, to beat teams multiple times. And when Brady loses, usually he does beat a team the second time. But I think this is a little bit different. Injuries to the Bucs. Rams look good, man. You got Donald, Ramsey, OBJ's balling out. He's proven that, it wasn't him on the Browns. It was Baker Mayfield. Stafford, it shows, hey, you put some weapons around him. Who knows? But I think the safer bet is just teasing up the Rams plus 10. I just don't see a blowout there. And I'm going to tease up the 49ers. So I'm taking, these dogs on this one and just hoping for that these guys just show up. It's the playoffs. I know last week were a lot of blowouts, but this week the matchups are very, very, very close. The last time the 49ers and Packers played, the Packers won by 2 points. I really like. Basically, I'm giving myself this week a lot of room. Over 40, over 47, over 40. And these are teams that the last time they played each other, they put up over 50 points. Rams plus 10, 49ers plus 13. These are I only put in 2 bets this week, but I think these are really safe tickets. Once again, these 2 team overs are my best. Hey, if you're feeling froggy, put a third one over there. Make even more money, but, I'm splitting these tickets up. But, hey, not too many games left. These are really, really good matchups for the playoffs this week. Picking, though, if I was to pick a side in this Bengals-Titan game, I'm going to go the Bengals. I'm not sleeping on Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry is going to play in that game. There's no way that he doesn't play in that game. But I am not sleeping on the Bengals right now. I really like the Bengals. I really like what they're doing. Titans have what? The 25th ranked pass defense right now. 25th. Okay, Titans are home. Okay, that's cool. But, hey, Joe Burrow and these guys, they're going to air it out, and they like to hit these big home run plays. You got the 25th pass ranked defense, you might be in trouble. I didn't pick a side on this game, but I took the over, but I do like the Bengals there. I teased up the 49ers to plus 13, but I think Packers win by a field goal in a really close game. Rams, Bucks. Oh, man, that Rams-Bucks game. Once again, I teased them up to plus 10. but I think Brady wins in a last-minute drive by a field goal. Bills, Chiefs. I'm actually going to go with the Bills there. I think this may be Josh Allen's year to knock off Mahomes. Listen, the Bills looked really good. To do that to the Patriots, one of the best defenses in the league, against Bill Belichick, I mean, that looks really, really good. And to be honest, the Chiefs don't look like the same Chiefs. They look very beatable all year long. I think a lot of teams have figured them out. I know they beat them down earlier in the season. It's any given Sunday, but I think the Bills can do it twice and beat them. But those are, I like Bengals. I like the Packers in a close one, Bucks in a close one, and I like the Bills. But I'm mostly doing overs this week and just teasing up the dogs and just hoping not for a blowout. But guys, scouting bets, good luck this weekend.